สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to at Brand Cyteron GBN Station. You're now with me กรกนก วชิรพันธ์ We'll start with news update on the Ansantha Puja Day Festival in Sarnath, India, followed by meditation session in Johannesburg, South Africa, the launch of the new Buddhist book, the 21st National Convention of the Malaysian Buddhist Association, and lastly, news update on the Buddhist paintings in Sri Lanka. Asantha Puja Day or Dhammachakra Day, which fall on the full moon day of 8th lunar month this year at Sarnath, was filled with beautiful lanterns and the sound of the Dhammachak burst. The ceremony took place at Dhammika Stupa, Isipatana, Deer Forest. Most Venerable Shandima, renowned Indian monk, was present to lead hundreds of monks, novices, Upasaka and Upasika to chant the Dhammachak verse and practice meditation. Furthermore, many international Buddhist leaders from various countries also took part in the circumambulation ceremony. There were light and sound performances telling the story of Lord Buddha and how the great king Asoka propagated Buddhism. At the same time, in Malugandakudi, Most Venerable Sumitrananda, chief monk, led the Dhammachakra to chant the Dhammachak verse and light 3,000 lanterns around the temple. In Thai Sarnath Temple, there were also the chanting and lighting ceremony on this auspicious day, which made atmosphere around the temple more colorful. At the Buddha Theme Park Hall, there were Dhammachakra Forum organized by International Buddhist Confederation, which ended the program by meditation and sharing loving kindness. On Sunday, 24th July, the Johannesburg Meditation Center in South Africa had offered a 1-hour meditation session to the local. The session taught by Venerable Supakit Thirawiriyo was open for the local to register online via the temple website. It is undeniable that meditation is the fastest growing health trend, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many researchers show that daily meditation can be an effective coping tool for chronic stress and other work-related stress. In fact, studies suggest it can lower blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, curb insomnia, and help you heal faster, among other health benefits. The Buddhist Maritime Silk Road is now available online and in paperback edition. With 40 years of intensive studies and research, the Buddhist Maritime Silk Road presents readers with the concept of the Great Circle of Buddhism, the spread of Buddhism from India to other ancient countries through not only the land but also the sea. Dr. Lancaster, a professor emeritus of the University of California, Berkeley, and an expert on Buddhist studies, is the leader of the research project. His research team comprises more than 100 specialists in archaeology, museology, genetics, chronological dating of wood, and art history, thus presenting multiple aspects of the history of maritime Buddhism. The Buddhist Maritime Silk Road by Dr. Lancaster is based on his series of lectures from the Department of Religious Studies at the University of the West. In his lectures, Dr. Lancaster provides an overview of research for models that explain how Buddhism spread from the Ganges Basin and came to be established in the southeast region of Eurasia. These areas form a vast circle, which the professor refers to as the Great Circle of Buddhism. The research covers a total of 7 countries, 8 tangible cultural heritages, and over 100 Buddhist archaeological sites, presenting an atlas of maritime Buddhism, including both Theravada and Mahayana traditions. Buddhist leaders from all over the country gather at the 21st National Convention of the Malaysian Buddhist Association in Penang with the aim to spread positive energy. The 400 delegates were also keen to show the association's role in providing spiritual and material help to those in need. Association President Venerable Jethand hoped that the event would consolidate the association objectives and contribute harmony and happiness to mankind. Penang Chief Minister Chow Kong Yeow, who was present, thanked Malaysian Buddhist Association that has been helping the community since its establishment in 1957. At the ceremony, the association announced the launch of the Buddhist Archives Research Center to preserve historical materials like plaques, monuments, photographs, and letters for research purpose and to enable future generations to understand the contributions of Buddhist sages. Also present were Association Vice President Wen Kai Ling and Honorary Life President Datuk Seri Stephen Oil. Marking his first official visit to the state of Gujarat, Sri Lanka's High Commissioner to India, Melinda Moragoda, unveiled 2 photographs of Sri Lankan origin at the international terminal of the International Airport in Ahmedabad. Mr. Moragoda is in the state of Gujarat on a 2-day official visit to meet the state officials and potential investors. The photographs, which has been installed at a prominent location in the Ahmedabad airport, feature 2 murals painted by the eminent Sri Lankan painter Solas Mendes in the Kalinaya Rajamahal Vihara. The first mural depicts Arahat Mahinda delivering the message of the Buddha to King Devanam Piyatissa upon arriving in Sri Lanka. The second mural depicts the arrival to Sri Lanka of Cherry Sangha Mita bearing the right-hand branch sapling of Sri Mahabodhi tree. These 2 historical events that occur in the 3rd century BCE marked the commencement of Buddhist civilization in Sri Lanka and epitomize the strong and unbreakable civilizational bonds that exist between Sri Lanka and India. Previously, last October, the High Commission of Sri Lanka in New Delhi presented 2 photographs depicting the same murals to be installed at the newly inaugurated international airport in Kushinagar. We all know that Buddhism took a deep root in Thai culture and history for more than thousands of years. What we might not know is how Buddhism is first introduced to our Thai ancestors. Today we'll discover more about the history of Theravada Buddhism together.
Theravada Buddhism in Thailand. 3 months after the Lord Gautama Buddha attains complete Nibbana, his 500 perfected disciples who had heard his teachings convened at Sattapani Cave, located near the city of Rajagarha in the kingdom of Magadha, for what is now referred to as the First Buddhist Council or Sankhayana. The recitation and compilation of the Buddha's teachings takes 7 months to complete, and it is the first time that they have been thoroughly compiled and categorized. These teachings, approved by the elder monks at the First Buddhist Council, form the basis of the Tipitaka or Pali Canon. Followers and practitioners of these teachings are called Theravada, meaning the teachings laid down by the Theravada monks. Therefore, the Theravada school of Buddhism means the community of monks that scrupulously adheres to the teachings of the Buddha that was compiled at the First Buddhist Council. Buddhism didn't arrive to Thailand until after the Third Buddhist Council, when King Ashoka the Great sent Buddhist missionaries, Venerable Sona and Venerable Uttara, to propagate Buddhism in Suvarnabhumi, land of gold, a name which Southeast Asia is commonly known. Buddhism has flourished in this region ever since. The history of Buddhism in Suvarnabhumi can be divided into 4 different periods as follows. Theravada Buddhism during the reign of King Ashoka the Great, Mahayana Buddhism, Burmese Theravada Buddhism, Langavamsa Theravada Buddhism. Langavamsa Theravada Buddhism is a form of Buddhism Thai people have practiced for numerous generations. Sukhothai period 1277. King Ramkhamhaeng learns of the disciplined lifestyle of a community of Langavamsa Theravada Buddhist monks residing in the city of Nakhon Si Thammarat that strictly adheres to the Vinaya, monastic discipline. Therefore, he invites the Supreme Patriarch of Nakhon Si Thammarat to come teach Buddhism in the city of Sukhothai. Langavamsa Theravada Buddhism eventually becomes widely practiced in Sukhothai. Lana period 1370. King Kurna sends an envoy to invite Venerable Sumana Thera from the city of Sukhothai to teach Buddhism in Lana. This is how Langavamsa Theravada Buddhism became established in Lana, as evident by the construction of Wat Phra That Doi Suthep. Ayutthaya period. Buddhist monks living in the city of Ayutthaya have traveled abroad to study Buddhism in Sri Lanka. Then around 1753, as Buddhism in Sri Lanka begins to decline, the king of Sri Lanka asks King Paramakot to send monks from Ayutthaya to help ordain the Sinhalese men. As a result, Venerable Upali and Venerable Arya Muni lead a group of 15 monks to carry out this mission in Sri Lanka. From that day forward, Siam Nikaya Buddhism becomes established in Sri Lanka and continues to flourish. Thonburi period. King Thaksin revives Buddhism, which has been in decline ever since the war with Burma, resulting in the loss of the city of Ayutthaya in 1767. King Thaksin asks all the monks who have gone into hiding during the war to return to their temples. Venerable D of Wat Pradu becomes the first Supreme Patriarch of Thonburi. The Ratanakosin period. Important events related to Theravada Buddhism during the Ratanakosin period are as follows. King Rama I. He has Wat Phra Si Ratana Satsararam built and Wat Sutat Tepawa Raram restored. He calls for the 9th Buddhist Council to be held and has various Buddhist texts and scriptures translated. King Rama II. He revives the Buddhist tradition of celebrating Visakha Busha Day and sends monks to study and research Buddhism in Sri Lanka. He also has Wat Sutat built. King Rama III. He asked royal scholars to write books on the various branches of knowledge, as well as Buddhist literatures like Visantara Jataka poem and Patom Samma Potikatha, Life of the Buddha. King Rama IV. He enters the monkhood as a prince and receives the monastic title of Venerable Vachirayano. He has a strong belief in the strict practice of the Raman Vangsa monks and later reordains with this order. Many follow suit and enter the monkhood, leading to the order's new name, Thammayut Nikaya. King Rama V. He establishes a new monastic education system that includes Dhamma study and Pali study. He helps establish the monastic university, Mahajulalongkorn Raja Vidyalaya University. King Rama VI. He pens Buddhist literatures on topics such as what higher knowledge did the Buddha gain from enlightenment, the Mangala Sutta poem, etc. King Rama VII. He enters the monkhood and spends the rains retreat at Wat Bhawan Niwed Vihara. He is given the monastic name of Venerable Bachatipo. He has the Sayamrat Tipitaka version printed. King Rama VIII. He has the Tipitaka translated using common day language and in the form of a Dhamma talk. This version is called the Royal Tipitaka. King Rama IX. He enters the monkhood and is given the monastic name Venerable Phumipalo. He has the Sangha law decreed. In 1962, he appoints the Supreme Patriarch of Thailand as the head of the Thai Buddhist order. He helps establish Buddhist temples abroad. Since the leaders of the country and members of the 4 Buddhist communities have always performed their parts in the Buddhist cause, Buddhism continues to flourish in Thailand.
As always, let us end our At Bright Insight News program with the Lord Buddha's Dhamma quote. One who rejoices at her husband's side, as one friend might welcome another, well-raised, virtuous, devoted. Such a wife is called a friend. Now it's time for us to say goodbye. Please make sure to check out all episodes of our At Bright Insight News program on our website, gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us. อนุโมทนาบุญ สวัสดีค่ะ